Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the A-list of 2025. This is one of those like evergreen ones. So if you watch my previous Marvel Legends review video, it was the Captain America, the A-list 2025 Captain America from Avengers Endgame. This is the Spider-Man upgraded suit from Spider-Man Far From Home. This is one of those figures where everybody's like, why are they re-releasing it? It looks so cheap. There's no web lines. One, yes, you're right. Two is the idea, the concept behind the A-list is the whole, like, if for new collectors that may be coming in or somebody wants to pick up a gift, blah, 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 whatever. But mainly like new collectors kind of thing. If you come into the hobby and you like want to get this particular Spider-Man from Far From Home, but they don't have that in stores anymore, this gives you another option. This is one of those ones where it's going to be a peg warmer. You're going to see it everywhere. It's going to be flooded at Walmart. It's going to be flooded at Target. And that's semi-by design. Not like really, but kind of. It's one of those where it's going to be readily available throughout the entire year, whereas a particular wave of figures is going to be available for a couple of months, and then it'll go away. You won't be able to find it in stores, blah, 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 so on and so forth. This is one of those ones year-round, you're going to find it. It's going to be a peg warmer, sure. Again, partially by design. Obviously, they want to produce these things to sell, but they also want it to be available. So it's kind of that fine line. It's like you got to produce the quantities to last the whole year, but you also have to keep in mind that not everyone's going to buy them because a lot of people already have the figure, aren't going to want the figure, and whatnot. So I know everyone's going to say, it looks cheap. It looks like a McDonald's toy. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to buy it. Yes, less people are going to buy it, but I guarantee you, I promise you this, some people are going to want to buy it because some people are going to want it. And it's made for those people. It's not made for the masses. All of the Marvel Legends collectors that are complaining about this release, it's not for you guys. And I think that's okay. Like, it's okay that some figures just aren't for you. Easy. You don't have to like it. You don't have to buy it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's okay too. Like, there's nothing wrong with not liking the figure, but to just complain and say, oh, why are we getting this figure? We could have gotten some. Like, you don't have to buy it, right? It's one of those things. This concept, this program in particular, it's not taking up a mainline spot. This program is designed to have these re-released figures for people to be able to get their hands on. So a lot of you comic guys, obviously this ain't going to be for you, but the MCU guys, if you already got it, you already got it. You don't need to get it again, but this gives some folks option. I hope I got that cleared up. But anyway, here we have the Spider-Man Far From Home. This is the upgraded suit. Here you can see the Spider-Man logo on the front, on the top, and whatnot. You kind of wrap around, you get some concept art or promo artwork of Spider-Man. You get some more Spider-Man artwork there. The bio reads, using the web technology he invented combined with resources from one of Tony Stark's labs, Peter Parker builds a new high-tech suit from the ground up. So this is the suit that he builds in the plane or the jet or whatever, and he has to do it. This figure, this is kind of like the third release of this figure. It was released once, obviously, when Spider-Man Far From Home came out, and then it got a second release that was exclusive to Walmart that came with a Peter Parker, Tom Holland head sculpt. This one does not, but I can tell you right now, I do see some differences on this figure. I see some silver grays in there that I don't think the other one's got. Now, the other thing is the original one from the Molten Man Build-A-Figure wave and that Walmart exclusive one, there was a difference in the figures, and I think the only difference was in the hip piece because it came down at a triangle. I think the original one, it kind of flattened out, and then the new one got the triangle because I think the suits changed between the two movies. Something was going on because even like Mafex and like Figure Arts figures made those changes and whatnot. So that's what this is. I will do a comparison with those two other ones so we can get it, figure it out, and get to the bottom of it and know exactly what the differences are. This one still doesn't have any painted web lines. Hasbro tends to not paint those very well, so I'm okay when they don't do it. When we get it sculpted, you could see them, so I'm okay with it. I know people disagree with that. That's just my feelings on it. But let's go ahead and get this out of the package and let's take a look. If you are interested, this is currently in stock right now at Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the video description below. Let's get to it. Okay, here's the Spider-Man upgraded suit A-list figure out of the package. And yeah, so this is the same release as that we got from Spider-Man No Way Home. So the Walmart exclusive version was a Spider-Man No Way Home version of the upgraded suit. That's what this is. So you could see in the hip piece that it's different. So if you look at it, you could see the same triangle bottom piece on the hip piece, whereas the original release, as you could see down there, it was different. Oh, you know what? I think they did change a little bit. The torso was changed. As you could see the design on the bottom of the torso there, it was changed on the newer version there. So we did get that difference. I don't think there was any difference necessarily in the arms or anything like that. we are pinned as this is an older one. We don't get the texture pattern that we got on the very first original release, but even that Walmart exclusive No Way Home version did not have that. So that is it. The next thing that is a little bit different, and I don't think this is actually accurate to it, but I kind of like the way it looks, is you could see some silver color in some of the stripes. So along the sides of the red and the black, that's a silver paint, because you could see it's really predominant here on the shoulder, that piece there. It's black on all the other ones, but we actually get this silver color here, and then silver around the belt. It's not actually a belt, but around the waist. So silver kind of outlining the red. I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. It was not silver on any of the other ones. It was just all black in there, but silver this time. So this is a way to differentiate them. Whether right or wrong, I don't know, but that's the way it is. Now, the other ones kind of have a little bit of a darker red. When you get the brighter red, that's when it starts to look like really cheap plastic. So I think that one is a little bit of a detriment with this figure currently, as you can see there. It's a little bit lighter and looks a little bit more faded, so it gives it a little bit of a cheaper look. I will agree on that part. Whereas you have like the original from the Molten Man wave, it had a much brighter red and just, in my opinion, looked a little bit better. It was a little bit shinier, unfortunately, but in my opinion did look better. So that is the difference there. So very similar to this one here. It's just the added silver paint, and then we don't get the unmasked, we don't get the unmasked Tom Holland head sculpt, but other than that, they are the same. In terms of accessories, we got grip hands that come with the figure out of the package, and then we also get thwip hands for both the right and the left, and then we get one of these web accessory pieces. We've seen these many times. Usually in a white plastic. Here we at least get translucent plastic, which works well for the web, in my opinion, because it kind of has, you know, the white look to the web, but it makes it look a little bit thinner. It's not as noticeable, so that is pretty good there. It curls around at the end, so you can kind of curl it onto something, or you can grip it there, which is kind of funky because that's not really how like a web would work. So if you wanted to do something like that, you can kind of do that like he's flipping it. It is a bit weird, but it's not a terrible accessory. At least we get something. But again, other than that, still kind of the same exact figure. But let's go through the articulation. Okay, articulation for the Spider-Man figure. He can look all the way up. That is fantastic. He can look all the way down. That is amazing. He can turn side to side. Sensational. I'm trying to think what other Spider-Mans. I don't know. We'll leave it at that. Shoulder can go straight on out like so. You can get a full rotation in there. You got the butterfly joint, so you can get that arm to go way back. You got that butterfly in the front, so you can get a really nice cross. I don't remember that crossbody ever being that good. That is pretty darn good, going on that crossbody on the front on that butterfly. It did not work as well before. So the crossbody, it looks like that butterfly got a little bit looser, so we can get some much better movement in there. Even back. Yeah, even back goes back further, so that is pretty good there. So some updates to the articulation, so that, hey, that's not too shabby. I like that. We get the upper bicep swivel in there, double jointed pinned elbow, because this is an older body. Double jointed elbow there, wrist swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on the thwip hands as well as the grip hands. Ab crunch, so you can crunch forward that much there. You can crunch back that much there. You got a waist swivel in there. Legs go out that far apart. He can kick forward that far, which is really good. Leg goes back ever so slightly. You got an upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knee. It is pinned knee because, again, older body. No calf swivel of any kind. Foot hinges all the way down. You get some hinge up. Ankle pivot. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. We do get the black soles, but the bottom of the foot is not painted black. The Walmart exclusive did get the whole bottom painted black. Actually, maybe the red was painted on this. I think they painted the red, whereas here the feet are red plastic and then they painted in the black. So that is a difference there to help you differentiate which figure is which. So it kind of helps you as you're trying to identify which figure is which. You got that going for you. Alright, so here's the full-on comparison so you can see all three of them. You got the original version from Far From Home. You got the Walmart exclusive No Way Home version with the Tom Holland head. Obviously, that head could go onto that head because it's the same body. Obviously, it is going to work. So that is the same all around. Looking at the back of the figure, as you can see there, it is all basically the same, with the only thing is the added silver along the red, again, which I really like, but I don't think is movie accurate whatsoever. Maybe just they went for an aesthetic choice to kind of differentiate it. I'm all for it. So that's what we got going there. So you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this figure? I know this is going to be a short and sweet review, but it's going to be one of those ones where I think a lot of people are going to be super negative in the comments. And I get it, right? I get it. You have the figure already. You don't need it. But for everyone saying it's been released, you know, for the umpteenth time, this is like the third release. And technically this one is different from that one because all the torso is different, all this and that. But regardless, right? We've got the suit before. Did we need it again? No, not really if you've got it. But new collectors coming in, they may not have been able to get it. So I would like to hear from the new collectors, like, are you excited to pick up this figure? Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think of the web lines? When the web lines are sculpted, I don't mind that they're not painted because Hasbro will not paint them well. If it was a completely smooth body and they painted the web lines, I think that would look better. Just my personal take on that. Everyone has their own preferences on things. More paint is usually a better thing. So if they painted it, I'm not going to complain and say, oh, I wish they didn't paint it. Unless the paint was really sloppy and really bad. But this one, I don't mind that it's not there because the sculpted lines in there, you could see the sculpted lines. To me, that kind of looks like the web lines a little bit. But again, just my personal opinion. But you guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.